It's Madden NFL 23, where division rivals will clash in the NFC South. It's the Dirty Birds and the Buccaneers, and it comes your way next.
DA Sports coverage of the NFL has us on the west coast of the Sunshine State. Downtown Tampa's the spot, Raymond James Stadium. Today we've got an NFC South matchup between the Atlanta Falcons and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Set to go, Young Wei-Koo ready to do the honors. And off we go from Tampa, from the 6. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. And they will be led out by the youngster, the rookie, their QB.
His ability to adjust on the fly is almost unmatched in the game right now because it leads to a couple of snaps per game where you just sit back and ask yourself, how did he pull that off? Opponents can practice and prepare each and every week all they want, but this guy, he is hard to corral.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing to start the drive. Mobley on the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time how a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. When you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Back to throw. Mobley. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Richie Grant. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
So here are the Falcons with great field position to start out. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. That's to the speedster Olamide Zaccheaus. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
This is where you step up. It's showtime now. Let's go.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Complete to Zacchaeus. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. So we just called his name on the previous snap, and they go right back to him, Charles, for a second consecutive completion.
Yeah, I think what we're discovering on this drive is that he feels like he has answers no matter what defense you throw up there. He reads it, finds the open spot, and is available for the completion.
2nd and 3. This will be caught just inside the 10. And the Falcons are going to be set up with a first and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. The opening drive, it continues, Charles, to be all pass, and it's working. Now they're on the doorstep of a touchdown here, 1st and goal.
Brandon, because it's working so well, I think the entire playbook is open for them right now. Do you want to run it? Do you want to continue to throw it? Spin the dial, make your choice. But right now, you like what you're doing in this possession.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's got it. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons are on the board first here on the road in Tampa. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up. Meaning, when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Now the extra point. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This one taken just inside the 10. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by the defensive front on rips like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Mobley steps away to his left. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop. But when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. The drive stays alive. A third down gain of 8.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
Let's go. Let's go right here. Let's do this.
So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
I know for us it's fun, and it's not so much fun for the rookie receivers when we see them coming into the league and we're good training camps. You see them working on getting 2 feet down instead of 1. But the best ones train in college trying to get 2 down instead of 1, so the transition's a little bit less. In this case, though, wasn't able to complete it anyway.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. So for the 2nd time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 14 yards there and a Falcon 1st down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll drop to throw. And he wisely will throw that one away.
No sense risking anything there on 1st down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. Kadarius Hodge has it complete. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 37. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a 1st down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Here's a 2nd and 7. He'll get this into the hands of Bird. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll set up to throw. Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 15-yard line. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And caught by London. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, Falcon football. 2nd down from the 8. They can get a first down by reaching the 5. Back to throw again. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Demir Bird from 8 yards out. And the Falcons go up by 2 touchdowns. Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was, and let's face it, you think he was really ready to get that first touchdown? Absolutely. He threw that pass with authority, just as you described. Big-time arm right there, and let's face it, a lot of quarterbacks used to be pitchers in baseball. The fastball was usually their best pitch, and we saw it there.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Throwing to start the drive. Mobley. It's caught by Mike Evans. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Looking to throw on second down. Mobley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His first catch there for 10 yards and a first down.
when you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
On first down, Mobley. The pass is caught by Cade Otton. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
These guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Working with 2nd and 5 now. Up the gut, Fournette. And he gets it down to the 32. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Mobley over the middle. He finds Godwin complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who could turn it loose. And boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
To throw on 2nd down. Mobley looking for Godwin again, and he's got him once more. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 12-yard line. 15 yards there on the catch and run.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Mobley. He finds his target. It's Evans. The great move couldn't free him. Taken down at the 10. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And the Buccaneers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Back to throw. Mobley. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Bucs have cut it back within a score. That pass also evens the ledger for the rookie quarterback. Had the interception earlier, and now he gets the touchdown throw.
The ideal touchdown-interception ratio is, what, 3-1 for the best quarterbacks? But he's a rookie. Just getting back to even is a big deal. Increases the confidence his teammates have in him as he tries to become their leader.
Extra point up and good by Suckup. And that'll make our score 14-7. So that was a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive.
And it's Mike Evans who caps it with a touchdown reception.
Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away.
Takes it at the 7. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Atlanta regains possession of the football.
Now right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
He's got the tight end Fertzer right side complete.
And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up the touchdown.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. It's a gain of a yard, and it takes us to the 2-minute warning. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Back to throw.
Got his man. It's London.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They only needed 1 yard on 3rd down. They get 10 instead by going to the air. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Zacchaeus here hauling it in. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
And their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Looking to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. He'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete.
And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
And we'll see Young Wk5 now for the Falcons.
From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt.
Koo knocks this one through the post.
And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Mobley. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. A final shot before break. Mobley, he's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. So we have reached halftime now with the visiting Falcons out on top. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, BG, thanks very much. And welcome one and all to our beautiful new downtown Orlando studios for this EA Sports Halftime Report. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, they were on the other end of the spectrum in terms of passing efficiency. That's going to need to improve in the second half to come.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. No return here for Patterson, so they'll begin things at the 25-yard line. The Falcons ready to go back to work to start the third quarter. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Vita Vea stopped that play in its tracks.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They're going to look to throw.
That one to the sideline, and a nice catch there. He stays in bounds, but a penalty marker is down as well. So a roughing the passer penalty there, CD.
And we know that these pass rushers love to get after rookie quarterbacks, but they've still got to do it within the scope of the rules. And that time, the hit came just a little bit too late. And the official won't even think twice about pulling his flag on that one.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Eluding the pressure right.
This pass is caught by London.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A good pickup there, a 22.
That's another beautiful throw right there. Gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another first down there.
They'll look to throw here on first down.
That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, to me, there was no question about the intent there, and I think he was a little fortunate that the penalty flag didn't come out for grounding. But he'll get away with it and get another shot on 3rd down.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Back to throw here.
Over the middle, caught by London.
And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 12-yard line. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Now they try the right side here. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Now they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. And it's caught. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
The beauty of route running is it doesn't matter what position, everyone's doing the same thing. In this case, tight end, selling the vertical route. Get the defensive back on his heels, break off for the corner. With good timing, you get a completion, as we just saw there.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Falcons take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Coup now for the point after. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From the 6.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Throwing to start the drive. Mobley flushed out right. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
I do think it's fair to say they were caught off guard a little bit. We decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only second and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
Off play action. Mobley. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
A rookie QB struggling, gets thrown down to the ground there. But, you know, maybe this game, it's not over yet, but maybe this game can be a learning experience for him.
So many different things that he has to pick up on. When to go ahead and flush from the pocket and run. When to get rid of the football and not take the sack. When to just go ahead and go down early and make sure you don't fumble the football. So many things that he has to learn. This game starts the process.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Back to throw. Mobley. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a fourth down.
That looked great when he first took off because in my mind, there was room to run and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his fourth down call.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby.
And it will be Falcon football. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Well, the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They'll look to throw.
He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts.
And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field.
So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
From the gun, they'll try to run it to about the 35, 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Here's 2nd and 8. Complete to Zacchaeus. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And caught by London. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Complete to Drake London. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the Bucs 40-yard line.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
That's the end of the third quarter with the score.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Tampa. The offense on 3rd down, they haven't been stopped yet. A perfect 7 for 7. This time it's 3rd and 3. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the 1st down, close it out.
Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the 4th quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Well, they didn't fall behind any further thanks to that missed field goal, but still staring at this 4th quarter deficit. The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out 1st and 10 at their own 44. Throwing to start the drive. Mobley. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And the Falcons are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Let's go, man. This is what you...
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. Throw left side. There's London. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
He'll drop to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Bird. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
They'll drop to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
You and I have been around teams, and they all have goals for games, don't they? And every team we've ever talked to says what?
No turnovers.
Don't turn the ball over. 0. And they were that close to getting it done. Won't cost them today, but they'll hate that when they're watching the game tape.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And the fumble recovery was an important first step, but still a huge fourth-quarter hole to dig out of. Down 3 scores. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Throwing on first down. Mobley. He finds his target. Beckham. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Those short little routes probably going to be open. The defense, they'll let those happen, especially when they can make an inbounds tackle.
Yeah, where's Coach Madden when you need him? He always talked about taking what the defense gives you, but sometimes you have to know when you have to take more. That was one of those situations.
Looking to throw on second down. Mobley. Again, it's OBJ. Back-to-back catches. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution. Even though the scoreboard is going against you, you want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Back to throw again. Now he'll escape to his right, and he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. They'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
A pass underneath for Fournette. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st and 10, Mobley. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 21 yards. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But they trim that lead down to just 2 scores. That's still a benefit to this squad.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far and brings up 3rd down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Operating from the gun, Mobley, caught left side, it's Beckham. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd goal.
A gain of 7 brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
Now they got to get to the line quickly. They'll look to throw again. Buying time to his... Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. On the touchdown there. And the Buccaneers go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points.
Charles, that's a pretty good response from a rookie quarterback. He's had his struggles in this game, including the interception on the last drive, but there he takes him down the field and puts it in the end zone.
I agree with everything you just said right there, and there's a silver lining to all of this, his resiliency, because let's face it, when things are going bad and you're a youngster, they often continue to go bad. But in his mind and his actions, he said, this stops right here. And how about the positive play he just turned in?
So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be covered up by the Falcons. And that should just about seal it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. They'll start this drive out on the ground.
Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. The Falcons in victory formation as they take a knee. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. But the defense, they'll spread the field, a dime package here on 3rd and 12. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. And for the visitors, it is going to be a happy flight home. It is always such a treat, Charles, in the NFL when you can go on the road and get a victory, and that's exactly what they accomplished here today.
The trip home so much sweeter, isn't it? All the noise they heard before, how tough it is to win on the road, how tough it is to play in this stadium, how hyped up that crowd's going to be. They just used it as fuel, came in full confidence, believed in themselves, and got it done.
Bucks.